program against a, on my local machine, I can, without having a server instance of Windows, I can program against a URL. Okay? So that's all that is. So that's why you see those extra ones in there. But for these classes, I usually show you localhost. But anyhow, so that's portal aliases. Any other questions on portal aliases? Okay. We're going to move on. Formatting text title. This is a question I was asked in the last class. Basically, it relates to a question actually. Basically, when you have your skin installed, you're pretty much well defined as far as what your module is going to look like. And what I mean about that is like the color of the About Us text. That's the module title. All right. But what if I wanted something else that had a different color? All right. I'm going to change this into edit mode so I can go ahead and edit that. And I'm going to go into the settings for that module. Okay. And this is just a little trick. And this is something I had to do in an environment where we had, what was it, 72 different portals at a public schools. That's when I was working for some public schools. And so what if I wanted in there to have something cool, like we are fun, but I wanted to stand out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change this to a span tag. I'm going to put HTML in here, and this is all we have to do this. This will accept it. Style equals color red. All right. So as you can see, all I did is add some HTML to it.
Some fields in DotNetNuke will take HTML. Some won't.
Yeah. I'm specifically telling you about the module title.
That's all we have to know. Working with stuff.
So as you can see, the module title. The other way around this is to, and let me zoom in on that for you. The other way around that is to create a new container, all right? Which you may not have the resources to do, or you may not know how to do. So this is just a quick way to get around that. And you notice I didn't have to spend any time developing a new container, uploading a new skin package and all that fun stuff, or calling IT to do it. You know. So there you go.
They will.
Yes, sir.
In this particular case, had you added a CSS class on that, then you could go back to that style sheet that shows before.
That's true. Yes.
And then put some sexy stuff in there.
Yes.
Put a fully qualified image URL in there too.
You could, yeah, you could, but up to a point, because I don't remember off the top of my head, but that field does have a limitation of characters.
I got you.
All right, so like he said, that would probably be a better thing to put in your CSS.
Okay.
Right, so any questions on that? It's just a neat trick. That's all. And there's many fields that'll do this, but not all fields will. All right. I was specifically mentioning the model title because that's the most common one I get asked about. Oops, didn't mean to go that far. All right. So links module. You see I have a list of links over here, favorite sites. By default, it will order them in alphabetical order, which is fine. Typically, that's exactly what we want. But what if we wanted SeaWorld on top for whatever reason? Maybe we are just a huge fan of SeaWorld. We want everybody to see SeaWorld first. Right? So that kind of links into this area because
you should have push gardens first.
Yeah. Well, see, I was going to put push gardens in there last night, but I realized, well, it's always going to be there, right? Oh, that would have been a good argument. I'm from Orlando. Oh, we're going to put Disney first. All right. Anyhow. So let's say I want SeaWorld first. There's a really cool trick. I'm going to put a space. Oh, you know what? I went a little too fast. In order to edit these links, we have these little pencil marks next to them. These are just to edit the link that exists. So I'm going to click the pencil for SeaWorld. And those pencils, that's pretty much a universal thing throughout .NETNuke. Mostly, depending. Some third-party modules are different, but whenever you see a pencil, it means you can edit whatever it's next to. Okay, if you don't already know that. All right, so I see SeaWorld there. That's the title. And remember, that was if I just wanted to do this for one field, this is how you'd want to do it. If for SeaWorld, I'm going to put a space in front of it because I want that to show up top. Well, space wins over any other character, and we see SeaWorld at the top. All right. But I'm saying too. Well, this is
one field.
Exactly. All right, but the other way, like he mentioned, was view order. But the problem with view order, if we just wanted to do one link, that's the way you really want to do it. Because with view order, you want to worry about every single one of them. And in that case, what I would tell you is, and as we can see, the view order is actually something I was going to talk about. There's a view order sorter field. All right. But anyhow. When you want to do that, you want to put different numbers for them. You don't want it to be 1 through 5 if you have 5 links, for instance. You want it to be 1, 15, or 1, 5, 10, 15. You want to break it up. So that way, if you have to reorder something to be in between 1 and 5, or the first and second link, you'll have that option without having to reorder the entire list. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay.
Need the Ajax to enable it, so you can just drag it.
That would be nice. If I was on the Links module team, that would be a great suggestion. All right. Copy module instances. Yes, sir.
If you want to have a database stack rather than another one, how you do it?
To add another link?
No,
Wants to move Disney to be the second one.
second one.
Oh, yeah.
One space, two space, then you start.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
Then you gotta use organize.
If it, like I said before, the trick I just showed you, if you just want to do it for one link, otherwise you do want to use the view order and separate them out by like increments of 5 or something. 5 I found to be the easiest to do. You can always remember it. And if you have to do it more than once, you're not stuck at increments of 2. And, I'm going to reorder all this. And unfortunately, there's no interface to do that. Like somebody else said, Ajax would be great because you won't have to ever worry about it. But you'd have to go in every single one and check and see what number they are. So that becomes what should be like a 5-second task. It becomes like a 30-minute task.
Even if they took the page control, the page control that has move this page up, move this page down.
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right, so copy module instances. Sometimes you have a module on one page and you want it to be on at least one other page or many other pages. There's a way. If the module implements the iPortal interface, there's a way for you to move that module from page to page. Okay, without having, well, actually copy it. This is the copy. To copy the module from page to page and still have it on the original. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here, is we have the favorite sites link. Well, maybe I want that along with our family news. If I click on family news, we see that we only have some announcements about whatever our family's doing, but we do not see the links there. But I want it there. All right. If it implements the iPortable interface, you'll see something in the action menu like import content, export content.
Yes.
All right. So we look in here, we see import content, export content. So that immediately tells you that we can move this. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to Family News, and I'm going to go into our control panel up top here. Now, when you add a module to the page, you typically, this is the default information you see. But if I want to add an existing module, I need to choose that other radio button. And now we see the options have changed. Now the first thing instead of choosing a module type, I choose a page name. Okay? So I'm going to choose the home page. And now in the one below it, it's going to show us all of the modules that are on that page. I want to copy favorite sites. And I want to put it in the left pane. I'm going to click add. Any questions before I click add? No?
I would love if there were a break instance button here.
A what?
Break instance.
Oh, yes, that would be awesome. Yeah. So at this point, we're still in the family news page. You see we're in family news. And now we have a favorite sites module, but it's not on the other side like the other one. All right? So if we go back to the home page, the same thing. Now what's really cool about this is, I showed you that trick before where the SeaWorld would put it at the top. Well, what if my lady came in and said, I don't want SeaWorld at the top, it should be alphabetical order. Okay, well, okay, honey, I'm going to pick the pencil. I'm going to take that space out. All right, the space is gone. I'm going to click Update to update that. Now it's back in the same order it was. You see SeaWorld's in the third one right there. All right. Now if I go back to the home page, it's also reordered there. Now in most cases, that's a good thing. All right. So just be aware that that's what you're going to get when you do that. Okay. That's the whole purpose of that demonstration. Any questions on that?
So that links together the two.
Yes. When you do that, when you copy them the way I just showed you, it's always a copy of or it's actually a linked instance of it. So it's the same module you're looking at. It's just also injected to another page as well.
Right. This is opposed to copy from page.
Exactly. Copy from page is a brand new instance of it.
Isn't that what he was asking?
Well, no, he wasn't really asking. What he was saying is it would be nice here is if when we add an existing module,
yes.
Like I chose, well, not search results. Like if I chose pictures and I wanted to choose this module to be there, if there was a checkbox there to say I want it to be a new instance, which is true, that'd be awesome.
New instance of it
of that module
with the data in it.
Exactly.
But isn't that what the copy from page function brings?
Yeah, but you can only do that when creating a new page.
Ah, yeah.
So if
You can't do that in existing pages.
If you're banging out somebody's site and you got the same module with new content on 18 different pages,
Right.
And you could do a copy from and break instance.
Then you have to do an exporting.
Now I'm following. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in cases like that, that's where I have a session that I like to give on managing .NET Nuke through SQL Server. That's where something like that would come into play, because then you'd be